July 11. 472. Procopius Anthemius, Emperor of Rome, murdered. He acquired the title of Augustus by his valor. Ricimer, a general to whom he had given his daughter in marriage, burst the gates of Rome, and imbrued his hands in the blood of his father-in-law, while his barbarian followers were indulged without control, in the threefold license of murder, rapine and indiscriminate pillage. 1103. Eric the Good, King of Denmark, died at Cyprus. 1191. Acre, in Palestine, surrendered by the Saracens to the Crusaders under Richard of England and Philip of France, who had besieged it 2 years. 9 battles were fought in the vicinity of Mount Carmel, with such vicissitudes of fortune, that in one attack the Sultan forced his way into the city, while in a sally the Christians penetrated the royal tent. There were slain, by the computation of the minister of Saladin, 100,000 Christians. 1450. Jack Cade, an Irishman who headed a rebellion in England, was slain near Lewes, and his head placed on London Bridge. 1576. Martin Frobisher, the navigator, descried Friesland rising like pinnacles of steeples and all covered with snow, and entered, with his 2 small barks, the strait which bears his name. 1628. William Daniel died, a famed Greek and Hebrew scholar, translator of the New Testament and liturgy into Irish. 1708. Battle of Oudenarde, in Belgium, between the French and the Allied army under the Duke of Marlborough and Prince Eugene. The French were defeated with the loss of 15,000. Loss of the Allies 5,000. 1724. Mary Manley died, an English authoress, of considerable reputation as a writer, but of a wanton and licentious character. She wrote principally plays and romances. 1754. The Indians, who had been assembled to attend the Congress of the Colonies at Albany, were dismissed apparently well pleased and had engaged their cooperation with the colonies against the French. One of the sachems chalked out a sketch of the interior forests, rivers and lakes, with a clear discernment of their relations, and made the judicious remark, that Louisburg was one key of the inland country, and New York another, and that the power which had both, would open the great chest, and have Indians and all. 1763. Peter Forsskål died, a celebrated Swedish naturalist and Oriental traveler. 1764. Andrew Cantwell died, an Irish practitioner and writer on medicine of considerable abilities. 1782. John James Flippart, a French engraver of great merit, died. 1782. Savannah, Georgia, evacuated by the British, and taken possession of by General Wayne. 1789. James Necker, the Prime Minister and great financier, ordered to leave France. 1797. Charles Macklin, an Irish actor and dramatic writer, died, aged 107. His name was N. Laughlin, which he changed for one more euphonious. His last performance was at the age of 90, when his memory failed him, and he took leave of the audience forever. His comedies still keep the stage. 1804. A duel fought between Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton, at Hoboken, opposite New York. On the first fire Hamilton fell mortally wounded, on the same spot, where, a short time previous, his eldest son had been killed in a duel. He lingered until the afternoon of the following day, when he expired. 1807. Michael Nikitich Minoview, a Russian author of much distinction, died. One of his most admired productions is Osgold, which describes the march of the northern nations against Constantinople. 1809. Battle of Znaim. The French under Marmont, Duke of Ragusa, defeated the Austrians, took 2 standards, 3 cannon and 3,000 prisoners. 1811. Earthquake at St. Michael's, one of the Azores. An island was formed where the water had been 30 fathoms in depth. 1812. United States frigate Essex captured a British transport with a detachment of the 1st Regiment of Royal Scots on board. 1813. Black Rock taken by the British, who burned the barracks, blockhouse, and other buildings, spiked several cannon, and took off a quantity of provisions, leaving on the shore a part of their killed and wounded. 1814. United States brig Rattlesnake captured by a British 50-gun ship. The Rattlesnake had some time previous thrown overboard all her guns except 2, to escape. Another British man-of-war. 1814. The fort at Eastport, Moose Island, mounting 6 24-pounders, commanded by Major Putnam with about 80 men, surrendered to a large British force. Of this capture, the whole of the islands in Passamaquoddy Bay fell into the hands of the enemy. 1818. The use of the French language in judicial proceedings and by the public authorities abolished in the Netherlands, only allowing advocates to make use of it for a certain time. 1853. An earthquake destroyed the city of Tehran, the capital of Persia, having a population of 60,000. 1853. Samuel Appleton, one of the most opulent, benevolent and public-spirited citizens of Boston, died, aged 87. His charitable donations for many years exceeded $25,000 per annum.